y parameter. Okay, again y parameter is again z parameter is open circuit parameter. Again, this y parameter is called as short circuit parameter. Short circuit parameter. That will take some simple pi model network. Input side there is impedance, that is ya. Input side impedance is ya, and then common impedance is yb, and again other impedance, output side impedance is again yc. Okay, if you observe this network, okay, this network is not a symmetric network, because if ya is equal to yc, then we can call it as a symmetric network, but ya is not equal to yc. So if ya is not equal to yc, then this is unsymmetrical network. But if all ya, yb, yc is a resistors, okay, or a passive element, then this network will act as a reciprocal network. This network will act as a reciprocal network. Okay, so with respect to the network, always the current will enter into the network, two-port network, I1, I2, plus minus V1 plus minus V2. Now we are going to apply either KVL or KCL. Okay. Again, we know what is the standard equations for the y parameter network. Okay, the standard equation is I1 is equal to y11 V1, y12 V2, I2 is equal to y21 V1, y22 V2. So that means somehow we have to represent current I1 and I2 in terms of V1 and V2. Again, this y11, y12, y21, y22 is just a number. The number could be a positive number or negative number. Okay, so we'll see that. So first, we'll apply the KCL here, because previously we applied KVL in case of Z parameter. Now we will apply the KCL, Kirchhoff current law. Okay, you take this node. What is the current, okay, entering or leaving from this node? The current entering the node is I1. Then what is the current leaving this node? Okay, the current leaving this node is simply V1 divided by the impedance, but it is given as a admittance. Okay, once if it is given as a admittance, then what is the current? Okay, already we have seen generally V is equal to IZ. Okay, V is equal to IZ, or V by Z is equal to I. Okay, then I is equal to Vy. Okay, so if you want a current, okay, whenever you have a admittance, if you want a current through that, simply you multiply the voltage with that admittance. Okay, you simply multiply what is the voltage there. Okay, that voltage you multiply with the admittance, then you will get the current. So now what is the current here? Because V1 voltage is directly applied to Ya, then the current here is V1 Ya. Current here is V1 Ya. Now, what is the current here? Current here. First, you see what is the potential drop here? The potential drop here is again, this is V1. This node voltage is same as V1. This node voltage is same as V2. Okay, now the potential difference is V1 by V2. Now, uh, again, what is the admittance of this branch? That is YB. So now the current flowing here is V1 minus V2 YB, whereas current here is V1 YA. Now we know what is the current entering and what is the current leaving. So the current entering is equal to I1, current leaving is equal to V1 YA, and then V1 minus V2, V1 minus V2 YB. Then make the arrangement. Then this will be V1. Uh, sorry. Again, and this is YA into V1. Uh, this is YA. Sorry, wait a bit again. With respect to V1, we are having YA as well as YB. So this is YA plus YB into V1, and then minus YB V2. So now again, you can compare with this equation. I1 is equal to Y11 V1, Y12 V2. So now we have found out what is Y11, what is Y12. Okay, similarly, you apply the KCL, Kirchhoff current law at this node. Okay, so this is the current entering. Then what is the current leaving here? Current leaving here is V2 multiplied with YC. Now Again, this is the current entering, this is the current leaving. Already we know what is the current in this branch. Okay, so this current is entering, this current is also entering, this is leaving. So then if you apply the KCL here, okay, again, uh, or otherwise, once if you want to write a current in this manner, then I can simply write this is V2 minus V1, just I'm changing the sign, multiplied with YB. So I2 is the current entering and this is the current leaving, this is also the current leaving. Then I2 is equal to V2 YC plus V2 minus V1 YB. Again, you make the arrangement. Again, with respect to V1, this is minus YB V1. Okay, then with respect to V2, this is YB plus YC into V2. So once if you observe here, what is Z11? Okay, what is Z11? The Z11 is, sorry, Y11. What is the Y11? The Y11 is equal to Y11 is equal to um, Y11 is equal to Y11 is equal to, again you compare with this equation, standard equation. Y11 in our case is YA plus YB. Okay, Y11 in our case is YA plus YB. And then what is Y12? That is equal to minus YB. Y12 is equal to minus YB. What is Y21? Y21 is also minus YB. Then what is y y22 is equal to YB plus YC. So whenever you are given with a network in this pi model format, okay, you write the impedance in terms of the admittance. Okay, individual impedance, you write it in terms of admittance. Then Y11 is simply the addition of these two admittance. Okay, input side admittance is simply the addition of these two admittance, that is YA plus YB. Then Y12 is like a transfer admittance, that is like negative of this admittance, that is minus YB. Again, Y21 is like also a transfer admittance in the opposite way, then again this is also minus YB. Then Y22 output admittance is simply the addition of YB plus YC. So we can write simply like this. So once in future, if you are getting this network, instead of going by this method, okay, you should be able to write directly, okay, with just the observation. But only thing here is you have to represent your network in terms of the admittance format, then only you can directly write like this. If you are representing as a impedance, then again you cannot get directly to this format. Okay, so again you need some extra procedure to bring to this format. So that's why whenever you are given with the pi network, please always represent that impedance in terms of admittance, then this process will be easy. Okay, then how to, once if you are given with Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22, then how to get the original values? Okay, say in future, suppose if you are given with these values Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22, okay. Now for a some network they given this, then how to represent? Again, the network could be anything. Here in this case, this is simply the pi model network, or network could be anything. For any network you could have got this one, but finally you can represent in a pi model. Finally you can represent in a pi model. Again, the performance of this network will be same as what is the performance of the original network. Again, in this case, the original network, again here the network is pi, but in general the network could be anything. For any network you can get y. Okay, so that time, once if you are having y, then how to represent in terms of network, in terms of pi model network. So again, once if you observe here, if you want to YA, then you just add this Y11 and Y12, you will get YA, because YB cancels. Okay, so that is a simple way. So you add, okay, to get YA, you simply add Y11 plus Y12, then you will get YA. Okay. Next, how to get YB? YB is just opposite of Y12 or Y21. Okay, so YB is equal to minus Y12 or minus 21. Then what is YC? YC is you just add YB. Um, you just add, to get YC, you just add Y21 with Y22, or y22 with y12 also possible. Okay, so yc is equal to yc is equal to y22 with y12 or y21, no problem, because y12 is same as y21. So then you'll get yc. Okay, so again you can represent the network yb and yc. So what I'm telling finally, if you are getting some two port network, okay, again for the two-port network they given the parameter y parameter. Okay, the two-port network model could be anything, it's not necessarily to be this model. Okay, this pi model, the network structure could be anything, but ultimately they will give the y parameter values. Okay, once if you are given with the y parameter values, okay, so you can represent like this, you can represent like this, that is the idea. Okay, so again the network elements inside the network may be different, but the performance of the network, okay, with respect to input output will be similar to what is the network that you already have. That is the idea here. Okay, so next we'll see the series combination of network. Okay, series combination. Again, you know one thing, when again here we are going to connect two network in series combination. It is not a two element, two network, two different two-port network. We'll connect it in the series format. Already you know one thing, whenever we connect a ordinary element in series format, the current will be same. Whenever it is series, current remains same. uh, Current remains same. Then what happens to the voltage? When again the voltage will get added up. Okay, so whenever you have a two element, you simply imagine like a resistance. Then once if you have a two element, then what is the current? The current through resistance, say for example R1 R2, I take current through resistance is R1, current through resistance is R2 is I2. Then what is the current? That current is I, because I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I. That means what? The current through element 1, element 2 is same as the current I. That means current through the element remains the same. Then what happens to the voltage? Okay, once if you have a resistance like this, you will get voltage here, you will get another voltage here. Then what is the overall voltage in the network? The overall voltage is V1 plus V2. So what is the idea here? Once if you have a two-port network, okay, either at the input port or output port, the current remains same, whereas the voltage will get added up. Okay, so now I will take two-port network. Okay, again whenever you make series combination, okay, again it's better to represent, okay, the network will be in series combination. Say for example I am having one network, okay, network 1, okay, another network 2. Okay, this is network 1, two-port network 1, this is another two-port network 2. Okay, now first we'll represent the combination, series combination. Okay, so the current has to be same. So again, see, this is the two-port network. Okay, if you make this connection, if you make connection like this, then that is called as series combination. Because if you see here, this is the local voltage, okay, with respect to network. Uh, Again, instead of using network 1 and 2, I will use another notation, network A and B, because 1 and 2 means we'll be using it for input and output port. So that's why I'll use, this is network A and this is network B. Okay, then for a network A, this is plus minus V1A. Okay, for a network A, the input voltage side V1A, then what is the current? I1A. Okay, similarly for network A output side, what is this? This is V2A. Okay, output side. 2 means output side, A means for a network A. Okay, then what is the current here for a network? Again, this is I2A. Okay, similarly for network B, what is the voltage here? The voltage here is plus minus V1B. Again here the voltage is plus minus V2B. Again, what is the current? Current entering, the current entering here is I2B. What is the current entering here? That is I2A. Again, once if I2A current is entering, then the same current has to leave here, because if you see one thing, okay, uh, for any network, if I1A current is entering, then it has to leave. It has to leave in this way. Then again, it comes like this. It goes like this. Okay. So again, with respect to both the network, I will call it as this voltage as V1, this current as I1. Okay. If I1 current is flowing here, definitely I1 current has to flow this way. Then only you will get I1 here. Similarly, if I1A current flows here, again, you know one thing, for an already KCL is applied at the node. Again, KCL is even applicable for a network. Okay, if some current is entering into the network, okay, again, the same current has to leave the network. So that means again this is I1A, again this is also I1A, but again this I1A is same as I2A. Again, this will leave outside, that is I2A. So finally what is happening, I1 is equal to I1A, I1A, that is equal to I2A. Okay, so I1 is equal to I1A, I2A. That means current in the network is same. Current in the network at the input side is same. That means they are in the series connection. They are in the series. Now what happens to the voltage? You apply KVL in this loop. You go this way, come this way, come this way. Then minus V1 plus V1A plus V1B is equal to 0. Again, V1 is equal to V1A plus V1B. Again, my overall voltage is addition of the individual voltage. Okay, see, similarly here V is equal to V1 plus V2. Again, here V1 is equal to V1 is equal to V1A plus V1B. So that means what, my network is in series connection format. Again, the same thing is applicable even at the output side. Okay, so even at the output side, you can write I2 is equal to, I2 means current entering at the output side, out the output port, and this is plus V2. So I2 is equal to I2A, that is equal to I2B. Okay, and again finally V2 is equal to V2A plus V2B. So okay, so if the two networks are connected in this format, then that is definitely in the series combination. Again, the next question arises, whenever the two networks are in series combination, then which parameter is suitable? Because once if you are given with a network, you can write any parameter, Z parameter, Y parameter, H parameter, or ABCD parameter. Okay, then but which network, then which parameter will be suitable here? Okay, once if you are given with the two network that are connected in series, I know the parameter of the individual network. Then with the simple mathematical mathematical operation, how to get the overall Z parameter? Because you will have Z parameter or Y, you will have a parameter for network A, you will have a parameter for network B, and also finally you need what is the overall parameter. Okay, what is the overall parameter? So once if the situation is like this, once if it is connected in series combination, then Z parameter will be better. Z parameter is better, because again once for this alone, I'll just try to prove. For remaining things, you take it as a exercise, then how to prove this. Okay, so for series combination, I'll try to prove that Z parameter is better. Similarly, for parallel combination, the Y parameter is better. For cascade connection, the T parameter is better. Okay, so again we'll write the individual two port Z parameter first. Okay, then what is V1A? V1A is equal to Z11A I1, Z11A I1, Z12A I2. Okay, then what is V2A? V2A is equal to Z21A I1, Z22A I2, Z22A I2. Similarly, for a B network, what is V1B is equal to Z11B I1. Again, I1 also we have to write that notation, I1A, I2A, I1A, I2A, V1A, V1B is equal to I11 B and I1B, and plus Z12B I2B. Okay, then V2B is equal to Z21B I1B, and then Z22B I2B. Okay, now again what finally we need? We need V1. We need V1. V1 means we know what is V1 here. Please see here. V1 is V1A plus V1B. Okay, then V1A plus V1B. Okay, V1A is here, V1B is here. Again, once if you add these two, is that 11A. Again, you know one thing, that I1A, I1B is same as I1A. As we made a mistake here. Okay, because this is input side, we have to use here 1. Here, this is I1A. Again, I1B. Okay, network B, that means I1B, and this is also I1B. Okay, so that means I1A, I1 is equal to I1A, then this is I1B. Okay, whereas here I2A, I2B, here it is correct. Okay, so I1 means I1A or I1B. So that means what? I1A or I1B, I can simply write it as I1. Okay, so once if you write this as this current is same, I1A is same as I1B, that is simply I1. So I'll write it as I1. Then similarly I2A, I2B is same as I2. Okay, Z12A, Z12A, I2. Okay, then Z11B, I1, Z12B, I2. Then if you make the arrangement, okay, you take that I1 separately, then Z11A, Z11B into I1, then if we take that I2 separately, then Z12A, Z12B, I2. Similarly, again, this is we have written for V1. Similarly, if you write it for V2, okay, then you will add this equation with this equation. Okay, then what you will get, Z21 plus Z21A plus Z21B into I1. Okay, then Z22A, Z22B into I2. So finally, we got the overall Z parameter. The overall Z parameter Z11, Z12, Z22, Z21 is equal to what you are getting, Z11A plus Z11B, again Z12A plus Z12B, Z21A, Z22B, Z21B, again Z22A, Z22B. Okay, so again, you know, this can be separated. Okay, so this is Z11A, Z12A, Z21A, Z22A. Again here, Z11, again plus sign, Z11B, Z12B, Z21B, Z22B. So again, the overall Z parameter is Z parameter of A network and Z parameter of B network. Okay, so finally, yes sir, சொல்லுங்க.
Z22 Z21 அசல் சேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கு
எங்க சார்?
முன்னாடி
என்ன சார் சேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கு?
அடுத்த பேஜ்
இதுக்கு முன்னாடி பேஜுங்களா?
இல்ல இப்ப நெக்ஸ்ட் பேஜ் சார்.
எது சார் சேஞ்ச் ஆயிருக்கு? ஓ இது இங்க இதானே சொல்றீங்க?
ஆமா சார்.
Z1112, this is 21, this is 22. Okay, so finally we are getting Z in terms of ZA plus ZB. So that means whenever you have a two network, if the networks are connected in series combination, then you try to get the Z parameter of the individual network, then you can very easily, you can calculate what is the overall Z parameter. Okay, simply the simple addition. Okay, once if the networks are in series format, then the Z parameters can be added. That is the idea. Okay, so next we'll take the parallel connection. Again, for parallel connection, which parameter will be suitable? For parallel connection, Y parameter will be suitable. So anyway, we'll directly write the answer. Okay, so you take a network. Okay, for that we'll find out Y parameter. Again, you take the again, what is the meaning here? That in entire network I can represent like Z parameter. again entire network I can represent with B parameter. So similarly, for other combination, okay, this is represented as a parameter, y parameter. Again, for a B network also we are having y parameter. Then what is the connection format? Okay, generally you will have a connection like this. Then here the voltage, okay, so whenever you have a parallel combination, the voltage is constant. Okay, once voltage is constant, what you have to do? Okay, so connect this first terminal with this first terminal. Okay, similarly connect this second terminal with this second terminal, then only then the voltage will be constant. Okay, whatever the voltage apply here, same voltage will be applied here because this connection is in that way. Similarly, you connect the first terminal with the first terminal, connect the second terminal with the second terminal. Okay, then whatever the voltage here, same voltage will be applied here. Then what about the current? Okay, what about the current? See what I am telling, whenever this is V1A and this is plus minus V1B, that is same. Okay, V1A is equal to V1B, that is also same as V1. Okay, V1, that is also same as V1. See, for example, if you are applying some V1 here, okay, some V1 here, the same V1 will be applied here, the same as a V1A, the same voltage will be applied here as a V1B. Now what happens to the current? Okay, what happens to the current? Okay, the current here is, say for example, if I1A current is flowing, okay, again you are applying same voltage, but we do not know what is the nature of the network. Again it will draw some current. Okay, now this network is drawing I1A current, this network is drawing I2A current. Then what is the current drawn from the source? That is I1A plus I2A. Okay, so if you see here, the total current drawn from the network, say this total current drawn from the network, we will call it as I1. That I1 is same as I1 is I1A plus I2A. That means current is different. Okay, so whenever you have a parallel combination, you know that, say for example, if you have a resistance like this, okay, the current flowing, this resistance is I1, this resistance is I2, then what is the total current? That is I1 plus I2. Okay, similarly, here is also happening. So instead of element, we are having the network. So network I1A current is flowing, for our network 2 I2A current is flowing, then final current is I1A plus I2A. Again, there will not be any change in the voltage because it is exactly with the parallel connection. It is exactly with the parallel connection. Again, similarly, it is also true here also. Okay, so the current flowing here inside is again I2A. I2A, again the current flowing here is I2B. Then what is the total current drawn from the network? Okay, here I1A, and again here okay, here I1A, here I2B, again this way. Then final current is I2A and I2B, and again voltage here is plus minus V2, that will be applied as plus minus V2A. The same will be applied as plus minus V2B. So again V2A is equal to V2B, which is equal to V2, whereas I2 is equal to I2A plus I2B. So once if it is a parallel connection, the voltage remains same, the current varies. Then finally, the y parameter can be added directly. So y is equal to, you just to try to prove that, okay, y is equal to ya plus yb, y is equal to yb, then y11a, y12a, then y21a, y22a, y11b, y12b, y21b, y22b. Okay, so once if you have a parallel connection of the network, you calculate the individual y parameter, then you directly add it. Okay, then we'll take the cascade connection. Cascade connection. Again, this cascade connection, we will generally use it for amplifier, because in order to increase the gain of the amplifier, we'll do the cascading. That means output of the one amplifier will be connected to the input of the other amplifier. For example, if you have a system 1, okay, then this is input, this is output, then output of the first system will be connected to input of the second system. Then this connection is called cascade connection. This connection is called cascade connection. Okay, so once if you have a cascade connection, then which parameter will be suitable here? The ABCD parameter will be suitable, ABCD parameter. So you find out the individual ABCD parameter. Say for example, again here, the one more problem here is we are going to use ABCD parameter. Okay, once if we use ABCD parameter, we cannot use the naming as A because that will confuse with the parameter. Okay, okay. Once if you are going to use ABCD parameter, don't use the naming convention of AB. Okay, because our parameter itself is having the convention of AB. That's why I will use different notation. So for a network 1, single dash. For a network 2, double dash I will use. Say for example, first network is having ABCD parameter like this. Okay, it is just a notation. It doesn't mean that this is inverse ABCD parameter. This is ABCD parameter only, but this is the ABCD parameter of the first network. This is the ABCD parameter of the first network. Don't confuse with the inverse ABCD parameter. We are not finding the inverse ABCD parameter. This is ABCD parameter only for a first network. For a second network, the ABCD parameter is A double dash, B double dash, okay, C double dash and D double dash. This is the ABCD parameter of the second network. Okay, then what is the voltage and current here? The current here is I1 dash because dash is denoting the first network, single dash, and then the voltage here is V1 dash. Okay, and then what is the current here? Current here is I2 dash, and then plus minus v2 dash and plus minus v1 double dash. This is I1 double dash. Okay, and then this is i2 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 double dash plus minus V2 double dash, which is same as what is I2 and what is V2. Okay, again, this also you can extend, and this is plus minus V1, and this is I1. Okay, now you are having some idea here. The V1 is same as V1 dash, V2 dash is same as V1 double dash, V2 double dash is same as V2, I1 is same as I1 dash. Okay, but I2 dash is opposite to I1 double dash, but I2 double dash is same as I2. So now you are having some relationship. Okay, with that you try to prove that. Okay, try to prove that T parameter of the overall network is T parameter of the individual network, T double dash. Okay, then the only point here is it is not a addition, it is a product. Okay, whenever you have a T parameter for a cascade connection, you have to make the matrix multiplication. Okay, you calculate the individual T parameter value, then you do the matrix multiplication. So that means you will get like this: A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash multiplied with matrix multiplication with the A double dash, B double dash, C double dash, D double dash. Okay, so only difference is whenever you have a cascade connection, you find out the T parameter, but instead of addition, you have to do the multiplication. You have to do the multiplication. Okay, so you just try to prove this also. Okay, so already I have proved it for Z parameter. You try to prove is for Y parameter, and also you try to prove it for cascade connection. Try to prove it for cascade connection.